All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom, Wakasa, Allah Bakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners, wherever you may be. All right, I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland, coming back at you with another video. Lord willing to be edifying to whomever may be watching. Um, If you don't know by now, I'm gonna just let you see the title. All right, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna read the full title because there's algorithms that pick up certain buzzwords or keywords that the this AI system isolates, and then they're able to flag our videos because we're bringing out the truth. So that's why you see brothers speaking code about certain things. Like I said, that are buzzwords or taboos according to this man's agenda and this program, all right, and this society. So as you see on the screen, what it says when you read it, all right, you had an incident that took place in Sydney, Australia, all right, and it was targeted to the Ish people, all right, and this is going to play out, you know, I'll say to be, it's gonna be used, best believed to target a certain group, you know what I'm saying, or a certain people, all right, i.e. you Israelites, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, that the apostles and elders and brethren we've been telling you about, all right. So let me just play the clip, and I want to get some scriptures, man, because you can see once again the devil is he's doing what he's doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Just being conniving, cunning, slick, just being that serpent. You know what I'm saying? But let me get this. Let me just play this lesson.
Contains content that may be confronting.
Is it gunshots? I don't. Sheer panic in Bondi. Terrified beachgoers run for their lives as shot after shot rings out.
Everyone was just running, and there were bullets, and there were so many of them, and we were really scared. We didn't know where they were coming from. We just didn't know. And we were just running, and I was thinking, we're not gonna hide.
The iconic beach had been packed with people enjoying the summer's evening. Tourists and families forced to flee.
I look two men, mini sniper. He say in the full white, and bomb, everything, man, bomb. The man in the gun, he say me, I go before the car, yes.
He aimed at you.
Moi, there is one car, I say this, I'm cashed. I listen, boom, I cashed.
Many taking cover inside nearby restaurants.
We ran into behind the kitchen, and we were just hiding in a room, and there were lots of children there. The parents weren't there because this was a kids' party basically, and lots of kids crying. It was really horrible.
The two shooters used long-armed weapons to open fire from a bridge onto a park where members of Sydney's Jewish community had gathered to celebrate Hanukkah.
This is a targeted attack on Jewish Australians on the first day of Hanukkah, which should be a day of joy, a celebration of faith. An act of evil anti-Semitism, terrorism that has struck the heart of our nation. Our heart bleeds for Australia.
All right, so there's another point I wanted to make. All right, before I get those other scriptures. Let me start it off with this real quick, and then I want to speak about, because he said, this nigga mentioned Hanukkah, right? And he said it's supposed to be a day of, let me see what he said. Go back.
It's Jewish community of evil anti-Semitism, terrorism that has struck the heart of our nation. Should be
Sydney's Jewish community had gathered to celebrate Hanukkah.
This is a targeted attack on Jewish Australians on the first day of Hanukkah, which should be a day of joy, a celebration of faith, an act of evil anti-Semitism, terrorism that has struck the heart of our nation.
All right, so I'm gonna speak on that as well. Which, you know, in a sense, he's right. You know, Hanukkah is supposed to be a day of joy and celebration, but it's not for the reason that he's portraying, or even for the reason that I don't know if he personally believes that they are the chosen people. But I want to get into that. But let me get this real quick too, because you can see where this is heading, or if you don't see, you know, that's what the prophets are here for, man. We're here to tell you that ultimately this is going to come down to you Jakes getting persecuted, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans getting persecuted. All right, and we've been warning you. So anyway, this is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." And like I said, the scriptures is repetitive, so we're going to be repetitive about what it is that we're bringing out. All right, so you might see brothers bring the same scriptures out, you know what I'm saying, but the Bible doesn't change. All right, and it's imperative that you adhere to it, man, that you listen, hearken, all right, because the devil is coming down, is going to come down having great wrath. And the devil, all right, you do have a spiritual demon, Satan, all right, an angel, all right, so you can understand, but it's he's a left-handed angel, all right, that works for Yahweh Shem Shai, that does the bidding on the left-hand side, all right. And then you actually have the physical counterpart, the manifestation of the spiritual demon Satan, which is like I said, is his physical counterpart, which are these Edomites. It say that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right, they, you know, like same way how we are here, you know, the sons of God, the tribes, the 12 tribes, we are down here on earth, and we do the bidding of Yahweh Shem Shai. Well, you got a nation that does the bidding of spiritual demon Satan, which are these people. But anyway, all right, they're gonna do something to where, and you can start to see this start to you know, unravel. We're gonna pay attention to this and close, you know, things surrounding this. And there's been other so-called T attacks that's been happening, all right, or that they're displaying on television, you know what I'm saying, to get that in your head, all right, because they want to come with these lockdowns again. All right, they want to, potentially confiscate weapons that individuals have. Because there's another video I was watching earlier when I think he was a police officer or some type of law enforcement, where he kept mentioning about, you know, the supposedly or allegedly a shooter, that he was a licensed gunman. All right. So they want to get rid of the guns. They've been trying to do that. But anyway, so going back to this other point as well, about what this dude mentioned, Hanukkah, right? He mentioned Hanukkah. So when you do a simple Google search, it says, "What is Hanukkah about?" All right. It says Hanukkah it says Ish, festival of lights, which it should say Israelite. All right. There's no such thing as Jewish people. All right. It says commemorating the victory of the Maccabees over Greek Syrian suppressors in the 2nd century BCE, leading to the rededication of the Holy Temple, which is the Second Temple in Jerusalem, and celebrating the miracle of a single day's oil supply miraculously burning for 8 days. Now that part right there, that is not in the scriptures. When we talk about oil burn for 8 days, it's literally not in the scriptures. You can look it up. So that actually comes from the Talmud. So just so brothers and sisters, you know, can get that information, that don't get that information misconstrued. That's not in the Bible. All right, it's not in the Apocrypha, none of that. But so like I said, the Hanukkah is about the Israelites, in particular during that time, the Greek Empire that was going back and forth. I forget the Zach ruler. But I think it was was it Antiochus, or let me see, look at the ruler. It's one of the either the Syria, Damn, what was the name of that ruler? It was a ruler at that time, man. Let's see. Antiochus. Yep, y'all was right. So it was Antiochus. So it says Hanukkah is an 8-day Israelite festival of lights celebrating the Maccabean revolt's victory over Syrian Greek oppression and the rededication of the temple, marked by a miracle where oil for one day burned for 8, honoring religious freedom against King Antiochus IV Epiphanes. All right, so y'all was right. All right, it was going against the Ptolemaic Empire. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth, Seleucid Empire. But the main one was Antiochus Epiphanes, man. So just wanted to get that. So it will, and then like I said, another point too. The Maccabees, all right, known as the Maccabees brothers, they were what you would consider today Haitians. All right, they come from the tribe of Levi, and they got the victory over, like I said, those Edomites at that time, which is in the Greek Empire. So when you read First Maccabees chapter 1-4, it's going to give you that history. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of persecution happening to our people, especially the ones of our people that were keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and that was trying their best to, follow the ways. They were being persecuted. All right, and this situation that happened with this gunman over there in Australia, this just so happened to happen on day of Hanukkah. All right, so I thought that's spiritual within itself as well. You know what I'm saying? And they rededicated the temple, so forth and so on. So, this is actually a terrible day for them. All right, it's a terrible day for them, man, because you Israelites, man, the Edomites, man, you took a huge L, you know what I'm saying, during this time, or during this commemorating of the holiday Hanukkah. All right, so just want to get that information. Let me get let me see. Oh, matter of fact, let me get this real quick, man. This is Second Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. All right, it says upon those that fear the Lord. All right, now let's look up insurrection. All right. It says an insurrection is defined as an organized, often violent act of rebellion by a group of citizens or subjects against their established government or governing authority. It is distinct from peaceful protest and is recognized as a serious federal crime in the United States. So when it says it's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, it's going to be a huge rebellion. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be like I said, people uproaring, you know what I'm saying, and just causing havoc. All right, it says upon those that fear the Lord. All right, and the ones that fear the Lord, man, are only, all right, you have to be of the nation of Israel. All right, and then on top of that, you have to be chosen. All right, because not all of our people fear the Lord. It's just talk about that in Ecclesiasticus, the first chapter. It says it was created with the faithful in the womb. All right, only the elect of our people in this go around fear the Lord, and that's trying to keep His ways. The rest of our people, they're going to side with the beast. Verse 71, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, and like I said, going back to this point, all right, this is going to turn into a lot more. They're gonna work on this. All right. They're going to use this to stretch out other things and bring forth certain laws and legislation, all right, to persecute you jakes, man. All right, that's why I just read. It said they shall be like madmen, sparing none. All right, it says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. This is all about you jakes, man. All right, they don't really, everything that they pretty much do, all right, when they speak about these radical, groups or these T groups, you know what I'm saying? Or it's all really a wide spread net or blanket to really cover you, to pull you jakes in there, you Israelites, these ones out there professing and proclaiming to be Israelites, is to get you in there too. They're just trying not to like verbally say it publicly on these huge major platforms that they're really after you Israelites. They're not gonna come out and say, well, it's these Israelites, these out here that's causing this havoc. Because if they do, they're in a roundabout way admitting that we are the chosen people, which we are. All right, so they trying to code it, or trying to, like I said, use other words like extremist and radical. All right, to cover, to pretty much lump you all together. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, but all in all, man, it ain't gonna work on the Lord's elect, man, because the Lord said, they're pretty much found blameless. All right, in His eyes, they're spotless. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any blemish. All right, so anything that this devil do, man, guess what? It ain't gonna work. Even though the scripture said, well, some of us gonna be persecuted and thrown into prison and so forth and so on. But all in all, we have to make sure that we stay rooted and grounded and understand that certain things going to happen to certain brothers and sisters, but it's just a trial of our faith. And ultimately, man, at the end of the day, the Lord's will going to be done, man. So, that I'm saying, shalom.